So you want to make Kimbap, do you? Well, I'll show you how. So you're going to need some cooked rice, and you're also going to need some roasted seaweed, and make sure they're in sheets. And you also need carrots, spinach, eggs, fish cake, and damuji, which is also known as pickled radish. So I'm going to use some vegetable oil because I know that later on I'll be using a lot of sesame oil, so it might be nice to change it up a little bit. So now, after putting 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil, start putting in your carrots. So when your carrots are nearly cooked, you should just put in your spices. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. So to prepare the spinach, what you're going to need is some boiling hot water, some tongs, and a strainer and a bowl. You will also need some ice water and salt. So when you have the water boiling, you want to put a little bit of salt in, and then you want to take your clean spinach and put it in there for 20 seconds. That's when you take the spinach out, put it in your strainer, and you can use the tongs to press all the water out. When you think you have all the water out, that's when you put the spinach in the ice water. So after you take your spinach out of the cold water and have squeezed it enough, you can put it in your paper towel and just pat it dry. And to finish off the spinach, you're going to want some sesame oil and salt. Just a little bit of both, and you want to mix it. So you can actually reuse the pan from before, and if you want to, you can put a little bit more oil if needed. So now to prepare the eggs. And now you want to take some chopsticks or fork and you want to mush it around. And now you can put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. So now that you have your pan at medium heat or at 6, you want to put in your eggs. Flip your eggs a little bit. And when your eggs are done, you want to slice them into rectangles. Most of these ingredients you can get at your local grocery store, but for fish cake, you might have to go to the Asian market. And this one I actually got in sheets. So you want to slice them into long rectangles. So after it sits in your pan for a little while, you're going to want to stir it a little more because it's going to start cooking it really fast. And this is damuji. So you can also get this at the Korean market. And what you want to do with this specifically is also cut it in long rectangles. So to prepare the rice, you need your rice vinegar, and you want about probably a teaspoon. And then you want to mix it in. To start with the rice, kind of spread it out a little thin and get the edges. So now I'm leaving a space right here with no rice because when you roll it, that's how you're going to seal the roll. And now you want to just slice the roll.